if you're at a, a desk job and you do computer typing all day, you can't necessarily just say, hey, I'm going to take 3 weeks off, boss. Like, you're good with that, right? Like, most people are like, no, you got to keep working, right? So we got to find ways around that. So definitely happy to talk strategies with my clients about like, hey, this is causing you pain. Maybe I don't work on that today, but let's talk through some things about what you can do to set yourself up ergonomically at your desk, or some other things, right? Work on your posture. What are some things I can give you now to just be like, hey, pull your scaps back, right?
Mm-hmm.
Work on pulling your scaps back and sit up. Maybe move your computer, like your laptop, down to your lap, like if you can, right? So you can like sit up, or if you have a keyboard that detaches, keep your keyboard on your lap, and then have your screen up here, so you're working on that posture, right? Just like things to kind of help ergonomically before we actually do the actual fix of the problem.
I agree. And then as far as like the massage therapy techniques, like we're gonna have some technique video with this too, but what are some of your favorites then?
Yes. So I love, and you guys will see this a little bit later this month, but I love, love, love a pec minor release. I think it's super important. It doesn't get hit enough. 9 times out of 10, it's the more tight of the two. So if somebody comes in and they're like, I have pec tightness, and you go to work on their pec major and it's like the loosest muscle in the body that you've ever felt, like 9 times out of 10, people like who don't realize that there are 2 muscles here are like, oh no, you're fine. Like it's probably just some like anterior shoulder. They might go to the delt, whatever. But it's like, if you just go underneath that and we work on that pec minor, all of a sudden they're like, oh, my range of motion's better. I can lift my shoulder, like my arm over my head again, like all of those things. So that's a huge, big one. The other thing that I really, really like working on is getting that, like we talked about the neck.
Yes.
Right? Because that upper trap gets super overactive. And when those two get overactive together, it's not a good combo.
No, it's not.
Because everything else weakens. And actually, the way that our body physiologically works with this is, if these are overactive, your weak muscles, it's not that they're just weak, they can't activate.
Correct.
They are literally being inhibited by your overactive muscles. So I can't even work on strength. Like I can do all the rows that I want, but they're not going to activate if my upper trap is taking over, because I'm probably going to go like this every time when I'm rowing, and then I'm just overactivating my overactive muscle. So I want to, like, I always tell kids or tell patients, like, I'm going to work on here and here, right? We're going to get those loose. Then I'm going to tell you, hey, maybe try doing some of these things. Go to a trainer at the gym, go to a personal trainer, like work on these things yourself, but do some rows, do some deep neck flexion, right? Work on some of those things on your own, so that when you come back, these things that we worked on are less tight.